Prime
Fuck
Video,
them
you all
birds.
saw it right here.
Fly,
on the
Eagles,
Roku
fly.
platform, I'm sure.
Now we shoot those birds out of the sky.
Baby.
Stupid.
The Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks just absolutely refusing to punt and going up and down the field like a track meet. And DK Metcalf doing what he told you. If you watch this show, you listen to this show, he told you a couple months ago, I'm learning sign language so I could curse people out and people don't even know what I'm doing. And he scored in sign languaging. And, the old X machine started saying, hey, he's showing up Deron Bland with his hands. It was not just his hands, it was his feet. It was his entire body.
Legs,
it was his throwback uniform. It was all sorts of wild stuff from the Seattle Seahawks last night, throwing it right on the Dallas Cowboys. And when DK Metcalf was ticketed for speeding in a 20-mile-an-hour zone, according to the old Next Gen stats, he ran the fastest with a football this season. That touchdown, that 73-yarder, that put the Dallas Cowboys behind on the scoreboard for the first time in their home season. That was the fastest anyone has run with a football this year, faster than Devin A-Chain.
Really?
And everyone else on the Miami Dolphins, 22.2 miles an hour, faster than the Week 5 touchdown Tyreek Hill scored. He was 22 miles an hour there. And the Seahawks kept pushing the pedal to the metal and took a lead in this game. And you all know what was going on. TJ knows what was going on. All Dallas Cowboys fans know what was going on. The rest of this National Football League narrative, talking culture was ready to just pounce on the Dallas Cowboys and say, they 100%, you totally worry about them. Everybody after the show, Micah Parsons was even talking about the narratives. He's got a podcast. He's out there with narratives. He's out there fighting back narratives like he's in Game of Thrones. They sure as hell hear it. And you could just see it, the pressure mounting, as Mike McCarthy was making one weird decision after another.
This is true.
I'd like to talk about those.
Weird decision after another. And even ones that I agreed with, the
4th and 2?
Analytics culture was popping in saying, why is he kicking a field goal to go up 6 points when all you need is 3 yards and you've got a 6% better chance of winning a football game, which is what he was presented with last night when he popped Aubrey out there for one extra field goal, as opposed to him popping him out there for another field goal earlier on in the game instead of going for 2 to tie it.
That's what the one I.
Okay, that's all sort like so.
Baffle them with bullshit.
The Dallas Cowboys that normally
cost them a game,
forms the cloud of the narrative that they fold under pressure and can't make decisions under pressure. And the coach makes weird decisions under pressure. And you can't beat a team with a winning record. Who have you really beaten? Those narratives were forming. And then Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and the rest of this team began to get it done. And then at the end of the game, the Seattle Seahawks kept going for it on 4th down. And despite being outstanding on 3rd down, missing on only 5 third down opportunities in the game, that led to a handful of 4th down opportunities, many of them in the 4th quarter. They went for them all and didn't get a single one of them, while the Dallas Cowboys made the plays at the end. And then for some ungodly reason, the Seattle Seahawks get together for their final 4th down do-or-die decision and say,
Micah Parsons.
Zach Charbonnet's out, and after having a really good night. And, also Kenneth Walker's out. So let's rely on DJ Dallas to try and make a play and let Micah Parsons loose at the same time. And number 11 called game.
That's game.
Along with Tank Lawrence, he called game, and despite Geno Smith and this offense looking exactly the way they needed to look in their awesome throwback uniforms, please keep them, Seattle. the Dallas Cowboys prevail. And there is no narrative today other than the fact that Dallas is 9-3. Because that should be the pushback here, if I may, TJ, for you and the rest of Cowboys Nation that you say doesn't really care about it. Because if the Philadelphia Eagles are being hailed for winning games that they're down in. Now, I understand the Seahawks aren't the same level in many people's minds opponent as the Chiefs and the Bills, two teams that are habitually in the Final Four in their conference.
Bills and Seattle, same record.
But you are playing who you're playing, and Seattle came correct last night with Pro Bowlers doing their jobs everywhere, from DK and Bobby Wagner, who was blowing people up. And then the kids like Charbonnet are doing it, and Jackson Smith and Jigba are doing it. Noah Fant is making catches. Why can't the Cowboys be given the kudos for winning a game where they were down at halftime and needed to win ugly? Because what definitely looked pretty last night was their quarterback.
Hey.
Once again. And if we're saying Jalen Hurts is an MVP candidate, and I have said that on Overreaction Monday podcast segment, as well as this show, let's throw Dak in that mix.
Woo.
Nobody leads has thrown more touchdown passes than Dak Prescott entering this weekend. 26 now, and the guy who's right behind him is not going to overtake him because he's on a bye week. That's Josh Allen, who, by the way, has thrown 13 interceptions with his
more than twice
touchdowns.
what Dak has.
Dak's thrown
6.
And he has, since the Week 7 bye, thrown for 20 of his 26 touchdown passes in the 6 games.
Amazing.
Since the merger.
Cowboys
have had a lot of good quarterbacks, right? Since the merger?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
There's Staubach, Aikman. There's 2 with busts.
Heard of them.
Nobody's had more in a 6-game span in the history of the Dallas Cowboys than the merger.
Preach it, Rich.
Dak
Preach
Prescott
it.
over the last 6 weeks. And again, in those 6 weeks, 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And this is the guy who's supposed to be killing you, backbreaking with the 2 interceptions. And I understand, who have you really beaten? That's for next week's conversation. But for today, they did beat a team that was above 500.
Damn, Rich.
And they did beat a team that had their A++ material. And Dak Prescott led them. And he keeps finding CeeDee Lamb, too, on top of it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, MVP is a 4-man race according to Vegas right now, guys. Jalen Hurts, your favorite, followed by Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, all with pretty close odds.
And I got to tell you, Mahomes, that's unnamed.
In 2 past Super
Mahomes
Bowls.
has thrown 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. The reason why the Chiefs, and we talked about this with Stone Street, I said it to his face yesterday, so this is not a denigration. The defense is the reason why the Chiefs have been able to tinker offensively and maybe find Rashee Rice, TJ Jefferson's him in his fantasy suggestions for this week.
I mean, it should have been DK, but
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we did tell one of our callers yesterday, don't bench DK for.
I'm pretty sure.
I think we did say that for Brandon Cooks, even though he scored 2.
Yeah, that dude, call back if you're out there.
I had him in fantasy myself.
But I'll tell you.
Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm sorry to let Rich Eisen go for a while. You know, it's kind of, we are in uncharted territory right now because of the love that people are having for one Dakota, reigning TDs, Prescott. And it's nice to actually hear those things. I don't know if you caught any of Speak, the garbage ass show, which has nothing to do with reality. Joy was wearing black today, like she was going to a funeral. And she didn't have much to say about it. You know, now Shady was up in there with his whole thing. Yeah, Dak played good, but he's always got the but. I don't know what it is with Shady between the ass and the but. I don't know. I guess he's got a booty fetish or something. Rest in peace, brother. What? All right, who are we resting in peace right now? Delaney Jackson. Let me say, oh my goodness, there are so many of the lovely ladies in the place, and so many of the lovely ladies that are channel members, not only on here, but also on Jobu's day job. Shout out, first of all, the Queen Bella. You actually get a game ball because when Miss Tracy went upstairs and got the bottle of Raid, the Cowboys started turning that shit around. Between you and Rashid, you two definitely get a game ball. Then there is Gina, Dallas Diva. What's up, Diva? How are you doing? And then there's Lola. I need to get this thing remixed so we get the I'm burning part and supposed to just. Oh no, I don't even have. I got to get that thing. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Okay. And then there's Lady Libra. What's up, Lady Libra? Kiana Gibson, what's up, Miss Gibson? Then there's Stacy Schubert. Stacy, how are you doing tonight? We got all the lovely ladies in here. Did I see Joanne Gonzalez? Did I see Joanne? And did I see Angelica? Oh my goodness, it's Angelica Barone. Guys, oh my God. Ladies, those puppies she's got, oh my goodness. When I saw her puppies, I had to salute. She's just holding those puppies, and you're just like, oh my God. I just want to just rub my face up in the puppies. They're so, oh my goodness, those puppies are so good. Angelica Barone with the puppies. What's up? Let's see. Did I get all the lovely ladies? I'm trying to see. Are we going to have the usual Eagle fans in here tonight? Now, I know Philadelphia, you can say a lot of things about Philadelphia, like he's annoying, he's an idiot and things like that. But he is consistent because he will always show up. He will always show up. Seriously, he will always show up, kind of like, a bill collector. They ain't going to leave you alone. Did I get you on that one, Angelica? Okay, that's okay. For those of you, she raises dogs, okay? She's got puppies. And there's a picture of her on Facebook holding the puppy. I mean, she's holding the puppies. She's got 2 puppies, and then she's like, oh, they're so cute, the puppies. Oh, my God. I kind of want a dog again, but I just can't take it when they get old, man. It's just too hard to say goodbye, Anyway, it was nice today to be able to relax and watch the shows because the haters, Mark, you should sell. Here we go. Mr. Cowboy with Riley. I don't know, is Riley in the chat yet tonight? Miss Tracy is working on some design. She is our designer when it comes to the shirts. There's not going to be any motorboating in here. Who said I was going to motorboat the puppies? I was just gonna rub the puppies all over my face. And, just give them some love. Oh, I love the puppies. Okay, all right. What's up, Justin? How you doing, Justin? Lola, Philly D. How the hell you got that Stank Kelly G? Okay. So getting the win last night. I'll be honest with you. That game was hard. I mean, it was incredible to watch it. But man, I was just like on edge. My heart was just like thump, 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 thump. And when they went up, by 8 late in the game, and it was just like we just couldn't seem to get it going. I pulled out the Rashid clips, and all of a sudden we started making that comeback. And it was just like, here we go. And to get that win, it was funny listening to Speak because now the new narrative is, it's all on Dak. And, with that defense being suspect, the fact that they ended up going down the wire with Seattle, which, is kind of like a tomato can. And listening to Eagles, instead of you focusing in on the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm okay with you guys spending all your energy focusing on the Dallas Cowboys, you might want to worry about the San Francisco 49ers that you play on Sunday. You got plenty of time to worry about the Cowboys that are coming up in the rearview mirror right now. You may want to think about the San Francisco 49ers. You understand what I'm saying? And the amount of comments that I got from the Eagles fans, the trolls out there, I don't want to ever hear you guys talking about the official. You guys, oh, wait a minute, stop. Oh, stop. Maybe there were a couple of questionable calls in there, maybe. But there are a lot of ones. If I just took all of the non-calls for Micah Parsons being held, if we stacked up all those ones that should have been a flag, the flag would, if we made it like a flag tree, it would stack up to the roof of this house. Because I would like to actually see the number of times that holding has actually been called against Micah Parsons this season. I bet you it's not more than a hand's worth. I bet you it's not. And Eagles, you know that you have been helped head over heels. The fact that I just saw, I mean, the Josh Allen intentional grounding bullshit call when the guy hit him in the face mask and then slinged his ass down. Should be, you should just be quiet. Just be quiet. Don't say shit. Okay? Don't say shit. Don't say shit. I don't want to hear it. But I don't see too many of them in here because early on in the game, when Seattle was winning, we had like 1,700 people up in there. Then the Cowboys start coming back. The numbers dropped to about 900. Oh, fair weather cockroaches. Refs should be on our side at AT&T. Yeah, they should be on our side at AT&T, much like they are in Philadelphia. Dallas Diva, my favorite. She's real. I think San Francisco is going to beat Philadelphia. Well, here's the thing now. See, now the Eagles did get some good news. Okay, they did get some good news as far as Dallas Goedert is beginning to practice, and I think they're probably going to be circling the calendar for him to return against us. Of course, he's not going to play this week against San Francisco. I don't think. Not that today was his first practice on Friday. You don't put him out. I just don't think that they do. But he will be probably ready to play us because it'll be all hands on deck. Here's the thing, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles right now, if you're that defense and you're looking at the Dallas Cowboys offense knowing you got to play in AT&T, that defense should be sweating because CD is that dude. CD is beginning to separate from A.J. Brown. Right now, CD is that guy. CD is on pace to beat Michael Irvin's touchdown record of 1,603 yards. Insane to think about that when you think about where we were the first couple of games and he was literally pouting because he couldn't get 50 yards. But now all of a sudden he's there. But I want to also say there's so many places on this offense that you can see where it's clicking. If we had the things that we have right now last year against San Francisco, we destroy them. Our offensive line right now, Tyron Smith, I don't know what they done. I don't know if he went in a time machine backwards in time or something. You know, they took off a couple of years off of him. I don't know if he found the fountain of youth. I don't know if, they got some, regeneration machine that they put him in. I don't know what it is. And knock on wood that he does not have a medical malfunction because he is playing like Tyron of old. I saw him actually throwing a guy yesterday. And that makes all the difference in the world. Now, Dak still got hit, and, you saw Dak, like a grown-ass man. I still can't believe how he got away and still was able to hit Jalen Tolbert for that first down. That was freaking insane. And for the Joy Taylors out there to say, well, he doesn't know anything special, or the Chris Bassards that say he's a bus driver, that ain't no bus driver there, bro. That's grown-ass man stuff. And for the Cowboys to win that game, we all know. I've been a Cowboy fan for forever. And since the 90s, that's the kind of game that we always end up losing. Always. We find ways to lose games like that instead of finding ways to win it. So, in my mind, that was great. But Tyron Smith, and then you got Tyler Smith, the Smith brothers. Oh, my God. Tyler Smith is becoming one of the best guards in football. The left side of our line is strong. It is really strong. And last night, seeing Zach Martin, it was a combination block. Baldy has it on Twitter if you look at it on there. But what happened is they did an X stunt, okay? The defensive lineman, okay? The defensive end and the tackle. What they're doing is one's going out, the tackle is going outside of the end, and the end's going inside. And what you're hoping to do is that the defensive end ends up basically taking both offensive linemen, and the tackle comes free. They read this thing between Terrence Steele and Zach Martin. They ended up basically, he's going out there and he basically hands him off to Terrence Steele, and he ends up taking the end, and literally the end is going backwards like this. He's been thrown, something like in the Matrix. It's like, okay. And it was a thing of beauty. The offensive line is playing well. If we had had that when we played San Francisco last year, we would have been great. I'm still concerned about our running game and our propensity to continue to run Tony Pollard up the middle. And that's where you have to question some of Mike McCarthy's play calling. But for a team that was 12-5, and right now 9-3, nobody's perfect out there. And so you have to look at that and say, you're going to have a few mistakes in here, but overall it's definitely a lot better. Priceless, Justin D. Lewis yesterday came up with some good pass breakups. Reven S., you are 100% right. You would have thought that maybe Bland and Lewis had changed jerseys or something, because Bland, he was getting killed out there by DK Metcalf. I don't know if that was one of those ones where, hey, I'm the defensive player of the month and came out there with a swole head and ended up being, ass. I don't know. But I will say this, for all of the haters out there that are saying it was just the Seattle Seahawks, don't discount a wounded animal. And the most dangerous person in the world is somebody with nothing to lose. Seattle came in here thinking we've had this 3-game losing streak and played some good teams. We just didn't get the wins. We need to turn this shit around. This is do or die time, and you got their best game. You literally got the best. Shout out to Geno. Shout out to Pete Carroll. They came in there, they weren't intimidated, and they beat the hell out of our defense. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Brad Harris, who gave you a wrench? Diggs possessing INTs. Gina, she's just so annoying, like she's mad at, oh my God, Queen Bell. You must be talking about Joy Taylor. Because Joy is literally the I can't stand Dak Prescott because he slept with my, what the heck? Okay. Are we still here? Okay, something happened right there. Joy Taylor is literally, I am Dak Prescott hater number one. Her whole Dak has done nothing to deserve to be an MVP candidate, much less the leader in there. Dak keeps writing it off. I mean, everything that she's got, he's taken it and crossed that shit off. Yeah, kill Joy Taylor. But here's the thing. She's trying. In social media, there is no such thing as bad views. Google, YouTube, they don't care if they like you or hate you. They only care that you're watching and that they can put some ads on there. And Joy knows that we're watching because she's saying stupid, outrageous shit. And Alan, that's what I'm telling you. She sounds like, ladies, you know how you do. And forgive me, this is not trying to be sexist or anything like that. But when you got your boyfriend, My man is so good. I just love him. You know, he treats me so nice and everything. Right. But when you break up, that motherfucker was no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. That MFer, girl, he was no good. You know. I mean, I don't mean to put him on blast like that, but you know, he couldn't find it, girl. He could not find it with his broke ass, you know, and that hoopty that he's there. That's how she acts. She honestly acts like, you know, he done broke up with her and now he's going out with her sister or something. I just don't know. She's been trying to get on Dak's gravy train. Cussing peace. But that's just how I feel about it. Now, to put this in this perspective, okay, I know I'm looking for the Dak delusionals, okay? I'm looking for the Dak trash cots. I'm looking for the FJs out there that's always talking about Dak Prescott sucks. You know, he's a fourth-round drafted quarterback. To put this in perspective, in 6 games, 20 touchdown passes. 20 touchdown passes. In Troy Aikman's career, Troy Aikman, Hall of Famer. I know it was a different era. He did have a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He did have a great tight end in Jay Novacek. He had an awesome offensive line. And he has a Hall of Fame all-time leading rushing running back. So you didn't necessarily have to throw a lot of TD passes. But do you know that Dak Prescott in the 6 games throwing 20 touchdown passes. In all the years that Troy Aikman played football, he only had 1 season, not 6 games, 1 season where he threw more than 20 touchdown passes. It's kind of mind-blowing, don't you think? C Mafia, I love weed. What's up, man? How you doing? Alan Williams. If Dak was to give her that rod, okay. All right, we'll move on for that. He ain't touching that. He ain't touching. Are you kidding me? He don't want none of that. Y'all don't know. Joy, she was a Cowboy fan until they started losing in the playoffs. Y'all really need to listen to the whole show, not the clips. Okay, Alana. That may be true. That may be true, but I'm telling you, you can't blame everything that's happened for the last 29 years on Dak Prescott. There were the Romo years. There were all the other guys that played out there, okay? You know, from Randall Cunningham to Ryan Leaf, Clint Stoner, Anthony Wright, Quincy Carter, you know, all of the. You can't sit here and say it was all Dak Prescott. If you want to look at it from the standpoint of where we've been since that last Super Bowl, this is the best time that we've had and best chances we've had at going to a Super Bowl. Dudes, with Tony Romo, you all remember 8-8, 8-8, 8-8? Where the last week of the season, all we had to do was win one damn game and get in. And 1 year we lost to the Commanders. 1 year we lost to the Eagles. 1 year we lost to the Giants. We were 12-5 last year. 12-5 last year. It looks like we might be 12-5 this year. And headed to the playoffs 3 straight years. That was with Dak Prescott. And for those out there that are like, oh, we got to move on from, screw Dak. Dak is whack. Dudes, Dak's about to get paid. Mark, about the 3 straight 12-win seasons. We're about to get 3 straight 12-win seasons. Now, again, Mike McCarthy ain't perfect, and I don't know of any coach out there that is. You got to look at this from, he came into this season wanting to be a running, simplistic offense and realized that shit ain't working. I'm about to lose my job and change it. Alana Walker, take it from the standpoint of the Dallas Cowboys, our trajectory is going up. If you look at the Cowboys, even with Tony Romo, We had the 1 year, of course, we lost to Seattle, the bobble snap. And then it was a couple more years before we actually had another really good team, which was 2014 after the 8-8 and 8-8, where we had the catch, no catch. 2015 was ass. But you have had several good years that have gone through since then. You've had playoffs at least every other year. That's moving the needle forward. No, it hasn't been the Super Bowl. But coming from an Eagle fan, that in the totality, being that you were one of the cornerstone franchises, I know you had the 3 world championships when there was only 10 teams. And at one point you had to merge with the Steelers because it was during World War II. For you to say, what has he done? And you only have one freaking Super Bowl is kind of like the pot calling the kettle black. Seriously. I don't know how you Eagle fans can see. I remember how bad you guys were in the 70s. You were the laughingstock. You finally got to one Super Bowl with Dick Vermeil and Randall Cunningham and Ron Jaworski, and you threw up all over yourself then. And I was there in Jacksonville in 2005, where literally Donovan McNabb threw all up on the field and choked. This arrogance that you guys have is really freaking ridiculous, considering that the quarterback that you say sucks so bad. If he sucks so bad, then how come he's got an 8-4 record against you guys where you claim to be great? This arrogance is freaking crazy. For you guys to turn around and say, oh, well, you guys suck, man. You had a hard time with Seattle. Bro, you had to go to overtime to beat the Commanders with the left hand up. Hopefully I'm still, okay, good, we're still here. I don't know what the heck's done happened, but I've gotten like a hiccup in here after last night's game. And all of a sudden, just like on my home computer, it's like the screen goes black and starts hicking up and doing all kinds of crazy shit. Spectrum attacks again, what the F? A glitch. Yeah, I start getting on a roll against Eagles, and it's like, okay, do I have like an Eagles ghosting machine? Joanne Gonzalez, what's up, JoJo? How are you doing tonight? But this arrogance that the Eagles have, oh, well, you struggled against Seattle. Bro, the Commanders could have beat you had they went for 2, instead went for the tie. And you had to go to overtime, and you won 38-31. And then the second time, I can say, okay, well, it was just a bad team and, played up. The second time, they scored 31 points again. The Commanders with the left hand up. The cartels are coming. Hey, Holly Pierce, let's see. Philly D acting like Paul Bart Mall